Hey guys, the topic I wanted to talk about today is America. Is America still a Christian nation? That's what we're going to be getting into today. But before, if you guys wouldn't mind giving this video a like, also sharing this video with your friends and family. And if you are new, I would love it if you would go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I really believe you're going to love the content you see here. We have videos here at the channel going out pretty much every day. So please feel free to also just scroll through the archives here and check out anything that you may have missed. So getting into this, America, is America still a Christian nation? This is something that's debated quite a lot. And basically what I'm going to do here is offer, my opinion on what I think, and then I welcome your feedback and comments down below, and we can kind of have a broader discussion of it, and you guys can chime in and let me know what you think as well. But I was thinking about this, and I think back to something just to kind of start off that former President Barack Obama said when he was talking about how, Americans, you still cling to your gods, your guns, and your religion, and everything like that. Obama was, one of the most anti-Christian presidents that we've had probably in recent memory. Everything that he did, and really not looking to put America first, and really looking to appease nations around the world and really try to weaken America, not just economically, but also spiritually. I believe it took a big hit as well. But what about America? Is it still a Christian nation? Everybody that's attacking it, everything that we are founded on, our Judeo-Christian principles. More and more people are wanting to tear down crosses now in this country. There's more pressure against churches. There's censorship. There's all of these things that are really looking to weaken Christianity in America. We know that prayer was taken out of schools a long time ago, but even now you have things like at Christmas time when you can't now sing, the Christmas songs that are really centered around Christ, no religious Christmas songs. That was the mandate at a lot of schools this past year. And so year by year, I noticed that it's starting to decline more and more as far as stripping America of its Christian roots and values. As far as what I think, I believe that God has called this nation, the United States of America, that we are, in fact, in principle, by what God had called our nation to be. I believe that we still are, in fact, a Christian nation. That's our roots. Now, however, on the other side of that, I do believe that a large portion of America has turned away from God. They have turned away from Him willingly, wanting nothing to do with Him. And as I listed, earlier, the examples of how we see this happening and how we see this taking shape. There's a new America that people are wanting to form, that the government, the more of like the long lines of the global government, the new world order that's eventually going to rise to power in the world. They want to reshape America into their image. They don't want it to be in God's, how God intended this country to be. They want to reshape it into their own image. As America slips further and further into sin and into immorality, the Bible talks about a great falling away that's going to happen in the last days. And I really believe that we are beginning to see that now. If you think back 50 years ago, America, as far as if you would have asked them this question, do we feel like we've strayed from our Christian roots? Probably a large percent of them would have said no, because you didn't see things happening 50 years ago that are happening today, with the list of examples that I gave, as far as censorship, taking the crosses out, everything from the schools, eliminating certain Christmas songs, not allowing to have religious monuments posted around schools and other national buildings, and so on and so forth. So this is just happening more and more, and like I said, I really believe it is the beginning of the great falling away. This world does not want to see America as a Christian nation, and plenty of people that live in America, like I said, they want to change. They want a new America is what they want. No more God. They don't want God in it. They said, oh no, there's multiple gods out there. We don't just serve one God. They don't, eliminating Jesus Christ from speech and everything like that, where it'll probably be illegal before you know it, that you're even allowed to say His name. It's just getting to a point now where we're really seeing the breaking down of America. But here's the important thing to remember is what is on the inside of your heart. Because if on the inside of your heart, if you have Christ living on the inside of you, you really have nothing to worry about. You know, you could be living in an America that seems to be changing, living in an America that seems to be drifting further and further away from God. However, if you have Christ living on the inside of you, it doesn't really matter what's happening on the outside world, what's going on around you, because you have Christ living on the inside of you, and he is going to work through you. No matter what your surroundings look like, no matter what your environment looks like, you have him living on the inside of you. So catastrophe can be happening everywhere else. He will continue to bless your life despite all of that. And that's why it's so important that you have Christ in your heart, that you've accepted him as your Lord and Savior, because he is your refuge. He is your peace. He did die on the cross for the sins of all of the world. So it didn't matter what you see happening now. If you have him on the inside, that is what is so important. So if you don't, I encourage you to accept him as your Lord and Savior today. If you see the things that are happening around you and you see that America is drifting further and further away from God, and maybe you're not right with God yourself, this might be the perfect opportunity for you to get right with him and to ask him for forgiveness, to ask him to come into your heart, to come into your life if you haven't done so already. So that's my thoughts on that, guys, as far as where I see America right now, and if in fact I see it as still as a Christian nation. Again, I believe God has called this nation. This is a Christian nation. This is what God founded us on. This is the principles of our country, of our forefathers, and everything like that. But there are people that want to reshape America, that want a new America, that are looking to strip America of its Christian roots. So have Christ on the inside of you, and you won't have to worry about anything on the outside world. Again, guys, I welcome your comments and your feedback down below. Let me know what you guys think. Do you still think that we are a Christian nation? Do you think that we are not a Christian nation? I'd love to hear your thoughts below. All right, guys, I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I will talk with you soon.